Hi guys, it's Luke. I just wanted to do a quick breakdown of the tools we use. So, as an example, I'll use the last time my addiction spoke to me. So, I don't agree with these alcohol-free drinks. Just that's my personal opinion. The reason for that is because I despise alcohol because of everything it's done to me and my loved ones. So basically, how I see it is, why would I want to drink something that looks, smells, and tastes like that almost took everything from me? But one afternoon, I'd finished work early, and while I was at work, a couple of the fellas were talking about alcohol-free drinks, and one of them mentioned Guinness Zero. I used to drink Guinness, and these fellas were talking about basically how good this alcohol-free Guinness tastes. So when I was driving home, a thought come into my head, and it's a nice day. You've finished early. Your wife's not going to be home till tea time. Why don't you call into the pub and get yourself an alcohol-free drink? Straight away, I knew that that was the opponent, that it wasn't my own thought. And the reason for that is because, as I just said, to drink alcohol-free drinks is against my morals. So first of all, start off by naming it. It's the opponent. It's as simple as that. So I'd already separated myself from the addiction. Normally, when this comes in, if you've not got the tools, it can be quite intense. It can be a struggle, and the fight begins, the fight's on. But if in that moment you take a step back, the most powerful part of this is the space in between that thought that comes in and your response to that thought. That's the most crucial part, and it's a very, very small gap. So what we say then is to take a step back. You've already recognised the opponent, that those thoughts are not your own, it's the opponent. You've already got onto that. Normally, this thought will trigger an emotion. It could make you feel upset, it could make you feel angry, frustrated, and that's why you get that build up of anticipation. So what you want to think about is your response. Just don't run straight in with a reaction. Just stop and take a minute. Just take a minute to think about how you're going to respond to this situation. And already you've started to take the power away from the opponent. Next is the damage report. Basically, think about the consequences of your past behaviour. So when that thought's come in and you've not recognised it, and you've believed that it's your own thought and you've followed what the opponent's asked for, think about what's happened, because basically the opponent, it just wants short-term reward. It doesn't think about the long-term impact of your life and your loved one's life. So when you've thought about the damage report, play it through, play it out. So again, you've got your list of evidence there of like all the drama and the chaos and the heartache, all the misery that your wrong decisions have caused. So think about things like, if I played that through, okay, I walk into this pub, I go in, and I probably do order the alcohol-free drink. I'm standing there at the bar drinking this alcohol-free drink. I'll see people in there that I know. So instead of calling in just for the one, I'll probably stay for another one. But then this time, these people, because more than likely they won't be true friends, they'll be drinking acquaintances of my addiction. They'd probably be egging me on to have an alcoholic drink. I'm already in a battle. First of all, by not recognising the opponent and believing that I'm following my own thoughts. At this point, I've already overstayed. I'm going to end up getting an alcoholic drink. The fight's on, it's too strong, it's too much. I'm going to buy an alcoholic drink. Because I've had that, it's never enough. I'm going to end up drinking more and more and more. And as time's going on, I'll start getting the urge for another addiction, which would be the cocaine. I'd end up ordering the cocaine. So now I'm definitely not going home. My wife will get home from work and she's going to be suffering with anxiety, having panic attacks. She's going to be disappointed, heartbroken. My phone's going to be going off. Loads of text messages, loads of missed calls, loads of voicemails. The end of the night comes and I can't believe what I've done. I'm absolutely devastated. I'm listening to voicemails on my phone of my wife, the most wonderful person in my life, begging and crying for me to come home to her. I don't have the strength to face her, so I don't go home. Once I know that she's going to be in bed asleep, I'll make my way home. I get home, you can't stop. The addiction's in full control. So I'd stay up most of the night, drinking and using on my own, actually crying while I'm doing this, because I hate what I've done. I hate myself. You've got to go that deep. When you're playing it out, really go to those depths of despair where you found yourself after every relapse. And if you do it right, it should turn your stomach. So that's playing it through. And at this point, you don't want to have that alcohol-free drink. You don't want to follow the opponent's advice, and you shut it down. So you've interrupted a pattern here. So this is what used to play out every time before a relapse. So as soon as you can start recognizing the opponent and you separate yourself from your addiction, you're disrupting this pattern. So at this point, once you've done that, you're going to start feeling yourself calming down. You need to reset, recover, and instead think about choosing actions that support the life that you want. So go and do something that you enjoy doing. You know, I say all the time that life starts when you stop. You know, for me, like, I go to the gym, I enjoy gardening, I love walking the dog out in nature, spending time with my wife, who's now proud of me and she loves me. Like, we couldn't be any happier. And that's the difference. So when you've got these tools, it becomes very easy. And the more and more that this happens, the more you hear from your opponent, the more you catch that first thought and you shut it down, it gets easier. And believe me, it does take a bit of time. But the more and more you do it and the more you shut it down, the stronger you become and the weaker the opponent becomes. And you do start to hear from it less and less and less. For me now, I don't have to read through the list of tools. I don't have to pause as long and think, oh, what do I need to do here? It's automatic. New into recovery, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but trust me, it's so easy. You'll pick it up very quickly. And when you do, given a bit of time, you'll be like, you won't believe how easy it is. Yeah. So I'll leave that there. Thank you very much.